Android user here, bring you an app review of They Need to Be Fed. They Need to Be Fed is more of a newer game that I've recently found, and it's basically the story of that you need to feed these lovable creatures. Let me go into the options first to show you the standard, right, base data and so on. And the basics of this game is it's a platform game where you walk and jump and you get diamonds. The thing is that these platforms have their own gravitational pull, so you have to take advantage of the blocks to pull you around. As you can see here, there's no full gravity, there's no world, it's not like Mario. It's more like you just need to keep moving and collecting the diamonds. There are different kinds of platforms as well, like a ball, and I will show you more about that. These things are checkpoints, and these checkpoints help you stay there after you die. See, if you died there, then you would spawn back here. And then when you reach the level, when you reach the end, then you get eaten by the monster. Personally, I think it's a bit funny how you have to go through so much just to be eaten, but I guess that's the part of the game. Anywho, each world shows a more sophisticated form of gaming, starting from level 1, which is just blocks, and world 2 introduces this tilting platform. Reaction. Third one is this disappearing circular platform where it disappears and the gravitational pull is lost. It reappears after a while, and the key to this is that you die if you stay on it while it disappears. Fourth one is the introduction of these cannons, which follow you around and shoot several ones, as you can see here. And you die when you get hit. Fifth one is these blocks, where this kind of block rotates when you're not on them, and when you're on them, it stops. And the other block stops when you're not on them and rotates when you're on them. World 6 has the introduction of these black spheres, which move around different blocks, and you die if you land on them. World 7 is the introduction of these lasers, which move around. A pretty standard weapon in platform games, actually, and they just swivel around and around. They're built just at the height of how high you can jump, approximately, so then you won't die, as I'll show you here. See. Okay, now to the achievements. What happens is that when you first start off, you only have World 1, and as you play more and more, you'll get more diamonds, and when you get 10 diamonds, you unlock World 20, so on, 35, and 50, as you can see here. And then after you unlock a certain amount of diamonds, you unlock the X levels, which are already unlocked here, but only because I've played and beaten everything. If you start off, there will only be 7, and this one would be locked, and you would have to get 99 to play that. Other than completing everything where you get perfect and stars and so on, there are also other weird achievements, such as completing a level without getting any diamonds, or completing a level without jumping, without walking, and so on. Some of these ones also include the X levels, but what I'm going to do is show you a bit of the X levels right now, so you can get a glimpse of what's coming. This first X level is special because you're on giant blocks, which when I first played it, I couldn't beat it right away because it was hard to adjust. But other than that, this level is very straightforward because it is still the first world after all, and the first world is easy as hell. Oops. And that is pretty much all there is for this 1x level. Whoops. I guess I still have to do this. See, after you get 3, then you just get eaten by the monster. World 2 is, this one is actually pretty fun. You have to use your weight to push these balls to help you get into the right direction, as you can see here. See, these balls are especially reactive for some weird reason. How you can make these balls move around is that you keep pressing the direction, and then as you can see, you get more of a push. And the hardest part is to get the middle one, which is right there. There we go. And there's also one more, which is right here. There, once I got it all, then I just go back and get eaten. World 3. The special thing about World 3's X level is that they have these special blocks which rotate according to your movement. The key to beating this level is to know how they work, and how they work is that they only move when you move, and when you get closer to them, they all rotate clockwise 1 step. So this is going to rotate that way, as you can see, and there we go. See? And this one is also going to rotate, and by learning about how they rotate, you learn how they move, as you can see here. For example, this is probably the only hard part of this game, is that you have to jump over here to get the diamond that's down there, and the only way is to aim to jump here, because there are 2 here, and since they rotate clockwise, if you just jump, you'll still get spiked. So you have to aim to make sure that you can jump onto the left side of the block, like that. And then by doing that, you get the block and you don't have to worry. Oops. I think there's only one left. Yeah, this one. And then you just... This is another time when you have to watch out, because if you just jump there, it would be a spike. Oh, see, I didn't make it. But that's basically it for World 3's X level. World 4's X level is sort of a variation of the bubbles, where they just shrink and expand, which I actually don't find that interesting. Oh, yeah. But yeah, this level that one doesn't have much explaining. This level has this new block, which is only in the X level, where you move the block with your directional button. And other than that, there's not much. As you can see, there's 1 diamond here, and then there's 1 diamond that's over there. And the last diamond is right here. And the only way to get to this diamond is if you went back and went backwards, because you can't move along the block unless if you're at the end of it. After you get all the diamonds, then you just get eaten. World 6, one of the easiest and weirdest levels. What we have here is these flowers that bloom, and the only point of these flowers is to get an achievement, because other than getting an achievement, there's nothing else that happens when you bloom all the flowers. As I'll show you here. They're not ugly flowers though. I don't mind them. Just that I thought that I thought something would happen since this level was actually pretty hard. Alright. I won't go through all of this. And basically what happens when you get all these flowers bloomed, you unlock this achievement called Grew All the Feels Enlightening Man. That's the only thing that happens when you get all the flowers. And the last level is my favorite, and this level takes advantage of the laser, and they put a huge laser and you have to try to escape it. Even though I know this is pretty cliche for platform games, it was still pretty hard to beat it. And what I like about this level is that it incorporates everything that has been introduced in the past. Oh, and another thing about this level is in order to get all the diamonds, you can't get eaten by the first monster. And that is pretty much the gist of how the game is played. In terms of longevity, I had this game for about close to a week, and most of the times I go through a world every time I play it. So yeah, 7 worlds, that's pretty much it. I would have to say the responsiveness of this game is pretty high, and I had fun playing it. But that is pretty much it for this game. Thank you for watching. This is Android User, and I will see you next time.